Hey guys, good morning here in the Dallas, Texas area, Dallas Fort Worth, Texas area. And look, we have snow. Okay, so everything has been shut down. The reason why you haven't seen me on my usual schedule is because this area are doing rolling blackouts to save the essentially the electrical grid from being overloaded because everybody's at home. There's a national warning for the state of Texas and some other states here in the Midwest. Also, it's cold as heck. It's 0 degrees, I want to say, um, and a negative degrees. But nonetheless, Bitcoin, right? I'll just tell you about my current condition. That's why you really haven't seen me on here that much. It's because of the winter storm that we have. They're doing rolling blackouts, and there's a lot of snow in Texas. Believe it or not, there's a lot of snow. But nonetheless, let's talk about Bitcoin very quickly for this quick stock review, quick Bitcoin review. A lot of mentor investors, a lot of Bitcoin investors around Bitcoin reached over $50,000. Then it dropped back down to $48,000. But let me tell you already that Bitcoin is going to be worth approximately around $400,000. If not, they said an investor from Tesla said that Bitcoin has the potential of reaching $1 trillion in under 10 years. I won't say $1 trillion. I think that's a bit brash. But I would definitely say the way that it's moving, it can definitely reach in the millions in the next 10 years. I think we really need to look at Bitcoin a very different way for a lot of you guys who are not essentially familiar with Bitcoin and understand how cryptocurrencies work and how Bitcoin is being pushed. Now, I read some information on the Motley Fool, which is a huge strategist, huge investor and advice platform. And they had a quick excerpt about how Bitcoin is so volatile and essentially people don't know the true history behind Bitcoin and that they, don't advise people to invest in Bitcoin. But again, that's a traditional investor. And the way we're moving it with digital currency and cryptocurrencies blocked by like secure blockchain technology, you would be a fool not to have a couple of hundred inside of Bitcoin. Okay, because me myself, I'm already up $2,000 on Bitcoin, and I invested very, very late. I invested when Bitcoin was in the 30,000, even though I invested way before when Bitcoin was around 9,000. I sold my Bitcoin, and that's another mistake with this new trading, essentially currency that I've done. And I'm telling you guys, don't make the same mistake. Just like you have recurring investments on everything else. Maybe you're reoccurring your investments on NEO or Plug Power or Tesla or Apple or Microsoft. Then you guys should absolutely do recurring investment on Bitcoin. We either be $10, $15, $20 a month. That is what you should be doing when it comes to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be worth a lot more money. And here's the thing. Everyone is making their projections. No one essentially actually knows. Okay, I see Lakeisha C is in the chat room today. See, we got Sean. Hey, Sean, thank you for sending me that video, brother. Again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to strip that audio and I'm going to play it on my channel because people need to hear what that young lady had to say, okay, under the fair use contract. But anyway, I'm looking at Bitcoin, guys, and I'm so excited. And I want you guys to be excited because here's the thing. You don't need a lot of money. When people see, that one coin is $50,000, people are forgetting that this is incremental investing and that you do not need 50,000. You don't need 20,000. You don't need 500. You don't need 100. You just need $5 to $10. And you can do that every month and that money will make you money. Good morning, Jay Lovett, and good morning, Prime X. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that Bitcoin, again, I've been trying to say this for the past year, that Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And if you're not investing and you call yourself an investor, then you are the fool. Now, if Bitcoin was to recess, if Bitcoin was to crash, just like Bitcoin has done before, it will go down, but it will come back up even stronger. If you notice the trends of Bitcoin, it's kind of mimicking the regular market. It's kind of mimicking the regular stock market in the sense of, yes, it boomed back in, so it came out in 2009 and it reached around 19,000 and people who, invested $100 in Bitcoin were instant millionaires. So if you invested $100 in 2009 in Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin a couple of years later went up to $19,000 per coin, they essentially made $3.3 million off of their investment. And that's what we need to understand now. So if you invest now, let's say at 50 grand, and Bitcoin does reach 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, you do the math. You will not only have thousands, but you may have hundreds of $1,000s off of the recurring investment that you make now. The problem that we have, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're scared of investing. Some of us don't even understand investments, period. We don't understand the hierarchy. We don't understand the structure. We don't understand why we are investing. Here's the thing. You've been spending your whole life. You know how to spend, but spending doesn't bring you any money. Okay? Spending doesn't bring you no money at all. Investments does. And if you're not investing, if you're not investing in the diaspora, if you're not investing in this country, if you're not investing in countries like the Caribbean and African where melanated people are, then you're not understanding money, because you can make money in all of these countries. You make it, because I'm telling you, countries like China, the French, they're heavily in Africa and they're making millions and billions of dollars off investment. Look into Forex trading. Look into rental properties in governments that give American citizens dual citizenship, like Ghana. We have to start to learn how investing. Here's the thing. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are global. It doesn't matter where you land your feet at, you can still invest in Bitcoin. And so that's kind of one of the glorious things, is that when I hear people, I hear my UK brothers, I hear some of my friends in Canada say, hey, Ross, what platform can I use here in Canada? Now, Canada, I do know a platform by the name of Wealthsimple. If you're in Canada, you can use a platform called Wealthsimple and actually invest in. But when it comes to UK and other places, it's really hard for me because I'm not in that industry. I'm not in that sector. I'm not in that country, so I don't really know too much about it, so I don't like to speak about it. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Then people have been asking me lately, hey, Ross, where can I invest in Acoin at? Acon's Acoin. I said, you can go on Bittrex. They actually have it listed on Bittrex. So I talked to the president of the Acoin, who is a Caucasian gentleman that Acoin has on his behalf working for him. I talked to him about 3 months ago, and he told me, hey, it's not listed on the essentially the website that I have, but it is listed on Bittrex, and it's not for the U.S. market. Acoin is on the global market, but U.S. does not have it listed. So if you want to invest in Senegal, you want to invest in Akon City, then you need to go over to Bittrex and see if you can get an international account and invest in that as well. There's money to be made. I just saw a video about someone trying to explain Dogecoin, also known as Dogecoin, D-O-D-G-E coin, the one that Elon Musk has been essentially propping up. Him, I think Lil Yachty and also Snoop Dogg has been propping up Dogecoin. And everybody knows that this particular coin started off as a joke, essentially just like, hey, we can make up a cryptocurrency. But now people are essentially investing in Dogecoin, and there's money to be made there. But don't forget that Dogecoin is backed by a joke. Even though they're still developing in new technologies of bank transfer on a very, very low, minuscule amount, versus like when you do a wire transfer, you're paying like $15 or $25. When it comes to Dogecoins of doing cryptocurrency transfer, you're talking about cents on a dollar. But again, Dogecoin is such at a low price. Go ahead and throw $50 inside of it and just hold on to it and see if it makes you any money. Because again, it's still moving weight, because people like Elon Musk, Little Yachty, which I hate to say Little Yachty, but Snoop Dogg, these guys are promoting it on a very, very high level. But again, some of the large, cryptocurrencies, also known as altcoins, alternative coins to Bitcoin, because we don't understand that Bitcoin is the father. Bitcoin is the, the godfather when it comes to cryptocurrencies. But they made these altcoins that essentially operate similar to Bitcoin, is backed by blockchain technology, that also have their own alternative coins like Ethereum. Ethereum have their own altcoins. But again, there's money to be made. So if you're looking into cryptocurrencies, look into Bitcoin, look into Ethereum, look into Litecoin, look into Stellar Lumens, okay, also known as Stellar. Look into all of these look into Ripple, okay? But I told you guys, watch out for Ripple as they're going through this court case to make sure they come out on top, and you guys can make money with that as well. But I would probably throw $50 into Ripple just in case, okay? So this is very important for you guys. And again, we're looking at long-term investments, because you're gonna go through a lot of ups and downs when it comes to cryptocurrencies, because the market is still new. Okay, cryptocurrency market is still new. Bitcoin is still new, even though it happened back in what, 2009. Essentially, some of you might, oh no, that's about 20 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, the first stock market was created back in 1536 with Belgium. One of the first like recorded stock markets that you can essentially invest inside of a company back in 1536. So when we talk about stock markets and investment organizations and corporations, it's hundreds of years old. So we need to understand that the cryptocurrency market is absolutely positively brand new. And there's going to be a lot of volatility. This like, excuse me, it makes history when the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the New York Stock Exchange lose hundreds of points, because essentially these markets have been around for eons. I mean, in current day, it's been around for more than 50 to 60 years. Talking about digital currency, that's something, it's not essentially tangible. These companies and organizations that we invest in, they're tangible. Okay, we know a Tesla, and we know they make cars. When it comes to Bitcoin, you are investing in essentially technology. So we need to understand the technology phase. Listen, we was in the stone phase, we was in the wood age, we was in the bronze phase, we was in the iron age, we went all, the stone age, the wood age, we were in the bronze age, and then we was in the iron age. Okay, and we need to understand this is the IT age, and you need to start investing into IT. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and lifestyles on Periscope. You tripping, because there's money to be made when it comes to Bitcoin. I'm out.